There was a time when smoking was everywhere. In cafes, on airplanes, in offices, ashtrays at every desk, cloud-filled rooms, people lighting up without thinking. Today, the world has flipped. Smoking and vaping are now tightly regulated or banned in ways that would have seemed impossible a generation ago. From lifetime bans by birth year, to nations that forbid even the device, this is a look at the most insane smoking and vaping laws on Earth. Welcome to Stories with Yuri. Let's begin. 1. Paradise Prohibition. Maldives. Picture paradise. White sand, crystal water, and not a single puff of smoke in sight. Since December 2024, the Maldives has imposed a complete ban on vaping. Importing, selling, possessing, or even using an e-cigarette is illegal, and beginning of November 1, 2025, anyone born on or after January 1, 2007 will never be allowed to purchase or use tobacco. Ever. That includes tourists. So a visitor born in 2008 could, in theory, be fined for smoking on the beach. Paradise? Yes. But it's also the world's first nation to make smoking a lifetime taboo by birth year. 2. From total ban to reversal. Bhutan. Bhutan, a Himalayan kingdom proud of its gross national happiness brand, once banned nearly all tobacco sales. In 2010, the Tobacco Control Act outlawed cultivation, manufacture, supply and sale of tobacco products, no cigarette stores, smugglers operating in the dark. But in July 2021, the law was amended. The Tobacco Control Amendment Act, 2021, permitted licensed sale of tobacco products in micro shops, citing rampant smuggling and COVID-19 border risks. The government reinstated heavy taxes in November 2022, following a brief tax holiday. So what began as one of the strictest bans in the world now exists as a regulated market, with loopholes, black market drives, and policy about faces. 3. Moral governance. Iran's unique rule. In Iran, smoking is regulated like a moral failing. A nationwide ban on smoking in public places existed since 2007. A driver's smoking ban was implemented in 2006. But here's the strange twist. According to a 2010 regulation, smokers are not eligible for senior government posts. The law links leadership roles to non-smoking status, one of the only countries in the world where your habit may bar you from governance. Worth noting, enforcement and transparency are murky. Reports suggest compliance is inconsistent. 4. Outdoor crackdown. France. On to Europe's smoking capital of style, France. From July 1, 2025, smoking will be banned across many outdoor public spaces, beaches, parks, bus stops, and areas near schools. Fines can reach €135 for violations, and while the law targets tobacco smoke, vaping regulation remains in flux. Expected further action in 2026. 5. The pharmacy approach. Australia. Australia took a different route. Not a straight ban, but heavy channeling. Since 2024, sale of nicotine vapes outside pharmacies is effectively banned. Australians wanting vapes often must go through pharmacy consults. Imports are restricted, standards are steep. No convenience store vapes. No online imports, unless you meet specific therapeutic criteria. 6. Total vape ban. Singapore. Singapore doesn't license gray areas. Importing, selling, or using e-vaporizers is illegal. Fines up to $2,000, and repeat offenders may face rehab programs. The city-state's ban on chewing gum is famous. Now it adds vapes to the list. A total prohibition approach. No regulated market, just a prohibition. 7. Generation ban and youth focus. United Kingdom. The UK is going big on future generations. As of June 1, 2025, single-use disposable vapes are banned nationwide. And the proposed Tobacco and Vapes Bill, 2024-25, would ban the sale of tobacco to anyone born on or after January 1, 2009. If passed, that generation will never legally buy cigarettes. It's policy designed for the long term. Create a smoke-free generation by birth year. 8. No puff on the beach. Mexico. Mexico went from lenient to legendary in toughness. Since January 2023, smoking is banned in almost all public places, including parks, beaches, hotel terraces, and restaurant patios. There's even a total advertising and display ban. Meanwhile, importing or selling vaping products is also prohibited. Customs can confiscate your vape at the airport, and local police enforce outdoor smoking bans aggressively. For tourists, it's a surprise. A country once known for fiestas and freedom now fines you for lighting up by the sea. The death of the brand, plain packaging laws. For more than a century, cigarette packs were works of art. Bold colors, gold linings, crisp logos, all designed to make poison look powerful. But one by one, governments decided that branding itself was part of the addiction. And so began one of the strangest marketing revolutions in history, the era of plain packaging. It started in Australia in 2012, when the government passed a law banning all logos, colors, and design elements from cigarette packs. Every brand, Marlboro, Camel, Dunhill, was forced into the same drab olive green box, with the same small white text and the same horrifying medical photos. Tobacco companies fought back. They sued, they lobbied. They claimed it was an attack on intellectual property. But they lost, in every court. Within a decade, the idea spread across the globe. France, the United Kingdom, New Zealand, Ireland, Norway, Turkey, Singapore, and Thailand all adopted similar laws. In Thailand, packs are now 85% covered with rotating images of cancer, gangrene, and death. In Turkey, the brand name appears in tiny white letters on a brown background, indistinguishable from every other pack. And in France, the law even dictates the precise color of the cardboard. Pantone 448C, officially ranked the world's ugliest shade. The result? A product that looks like evidence from a morgue rather than something sold in a store. Supporters call it a triumph of public health, stripping glamour away from addiction. Critics call it the death of design and personal choice. Either way, the message is clear. If the smoke doesn't kill you, the packaging will. Fear by design, the psychology behind cigarette packs. If plain packaging killed the brand, the next step was to weaponize the box itself. Governments turned to psychologists, neuroscientists, and advertising experts, the same people who once helped sell cigarettes, to unsell them. Studies showed that the human brain reacts to fear faster than to reason. Images of disease, decay, or death trigger the amygdala, the brain's alarm center, even before we consciously process what we see. So, regulators began designing cigarette packs as psychological shock devices, not marketing tools, but miniature warning billboards. In India, one of the largest warning systems in the world covers 85% of the pack, with rotting mouths and tumor-ridden eyes. In Thailand, the rotation includes diseased lungs, open chests, and newborns gasping for air. In Brazil, an early pioneer, some packs once carried photos of corpses sewn after autopsy, so disturbing that shopkeepers asked for black sleeves to hide them. These aren't random images. Each one is chosen from behavioral science research, showing which pictures create the highest emotional recall in test subjects. But fear alone isn't the only goal. Many countries include quitline numbers, QR codes, or motivational messages alongside the horrors. It's a two-part message: shock first, then show a way out. Public health officials say it works. Smokers report increased anxiety, disgust, and quit attempts, yet critics warn that desensitization can set in. The more graphic the image, the faster people learn to ignore it. Some smokers even cover the pictures with stickers, or buy decorative sleeves, turning fear back into fashion. In the end, these packs reflect a strange truth about human psychology. The same visual power that once seduced people into smoking is now used to scare them into stopping. Branding once sold desire. Now, the package itself sells disgust, a final irony in humanity's war against its own addictions. Why are these laws so extreme? Two main reasons. First, public health. Tobacco kills nearly 8 million people each year. Governments want to end that story once and for all. Second, youth culture. Vaping exploded among teenagers worldwide, turning nicotine into a tech gadget. Regulators are trying to stop another generation of addiction. But there's irony too. Bhutan's ban sparked smuggling. The Maldives may see the same. Iran's car smoking rule is ignored by many. The harder the law, the trickier the enforcement. Humanity's relationship with smoke tells a story of extremes. We went from glamorizing cigarettes to criminalizing them, from lighting up indoors to banning it outdoors. Some countries burn with freedom, others choke on control. But one question lingers: do we want a smoke-free world, or just a smoke-free image? What do you think? Should governments go this far, or should adults still have the right to choose? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting stories.